So at a very young age, probably around 13, was when I would kind of realize this, this world, the way everything works, isn't necessarily for me. Not in a complaining way, just I don't vibe with a lot of like systems at play and whatnot, and just kind of what we're doing. Kind of feels like we're playing pretend, and we're trying to make meaning to a potentially inherently meaningless life. In a way, and I don't necessarily vibe with it. I think you can find meaning. I think that's the purpose of being a person, is finding your purpose, right? What's the thing that you can look forward to the next day? And I don't think there's necessarily a wrong answer with that, even if it's, as simple as you want to level up in a video game. I think that's why a lot of us men fall into video games, because it's something to always work towards when there's maybe nothing else that we feel like working towards in that moment. So it kind of supplements that, which can be a double-edged sword, definitely. But so for the longest time, man, I haven't really cared when this will end. Like, I don't fear it at all. I'm very content, and I actually look forward to when this fades to black, or maybe, it fades to black and I start tripping out for a hot minute, or, secret third option, maybe you do go somewhere. I look forward to it. I'm curious about it. I'm just kind of checked out on the day to day. I play my part, I work, I do my things, but at the end of the day, man, I don't really care. But the reason I don't just like speed run to the end, turn off my Xbox, even though I've had so much time in my life, especially younger, where, I've thought about it, I've planned it, maybe I've tried. But as I've gotten older now, man, I realize the reason I don't think I would do that anymore, even though it sounds nice sometimes, is I kind of call it the true ending. I kind of want to see where I'll naturally go if I don't impose on it. And we know this goes downhill. We know health and atrocities and people you care about will be gone. So this does get worse. But that just is what it is. But yeah, that's the big reason that keeps me here. Is like, I don't know. Like, while I'm here, I might as well just see like the true ending, the actual end credits, the good ending. You know what I mean? Instead of speedrunning the bad ending. Like playing Sekiro. You know how you can end that game pretty fast if you want. It's considered like the bad ending. But if you keep going, there's like a true ending. That's what I'm talking about. So I kind of want to see the true ending. And also, man, like, I don't want to like negatively impose or hurt people around me too. Like, I don't want to give them a debuff of knowing I did that. I don't want that to linger. Like, obviously they'll keep living their life and everything, but it does have a ripple effect, man. It does. Even when people just pass from like natural circumstances and stuff, there's a ripple effect. If you cared for someone, that it does affect you, and it kind of creeps up every now and again as well. So the last thing I want to do is do that to people, even though, like, I don't know, I guess if I listen to the demons, they're like, oh, they don't really care. But I think it will still like linger in some people's minds and stuff, and maybe be kind of a grenade in their life, and I just don't want to do that. And another big one, though, why I don't do it, man, and this one might be a little goofy, but it's true, is I don't want to leave a mess, right? Like, I don't want like someone to have to come clean me up. One, if it was like a violent one, don't want people to clean that up. But two, like when you pass, right, like all your bowels like release. So I don't want to be wearing my gamer shorts, like looking like a full diaper, and I'm found like that. No, I'm okay. I don't want that, bro. And I don't want to traumatize anyone either. If I were to like, do an Assassin's Creed jump off of one of those eagle jumps. Ugh, yeah. I've heard stories, man. I just don't want to affect anyone negatively, I guess. So I'll probably just ride this out, but I'm okay when it ends. I'm okay whenever this goes. I'm not necessarily too attached here. And I don't know, I guess I just wanted to share this in case there was anyone else out there who kind of, feels this way in this moment. Because I think it kind of ebbs and flows, right? Like, sometimes we feel it this way, sometimes we don't. I feel like most people kind of think about it at least one point in their life, right? A little bit. You have to, right? You kind of question what's going on, what's the point, right? So I just want to share in case there's someone that stumbled across this that maybe need to hear something like this, where it's like, man, let's get that true ending. Let's just see what happens. Because if we're already kind of checked out, like, does it really matter if it happens now or in the future? Like, yeah, the future will probably be a little worse, but there's going to be some better things along the way too that might make it a little worth it too. You know what I mean? There will be some good experiences, even small ones. It's all about the small ones. That's what majority of life is, right? It's like the small moments, especially once you like experience things. Like the big moments only really happen like once, and then you kind of have to create your own like big moments, quote unquote. But it's really just appreciating the small ones. And there's a lot of those to be had. You can find a lot of those throughout the day, depending on your mindset. And so I would try to find those if you're having trouble doing that. And not saying I'm perfect. I definitely have some days where it definitely is kind of hard to see any of them. But I think that's just the paradox of being a person. You know what I mean? So just wanted to share in case anyone is feeling that way. Let's get that true ending, bro. Let's not make a mess. And if you do feel like no one, like, if the demon's talking to you and you feel like no one's going to care if you were to do that, it, it, it'll ripple, man. It'll ripple. It'll cause some heartache somewhere. And it's hard to fathom sometimes because we only live in us, but it will, man. It will, one way or the other. It'll affect someone, man. And you owe it to yourself, man. You're here. Let's just ride it out. You know what I mean? Let's just get that true ending. But I appreciate you boys for listening. Make sure to do something for yourself today. It's so important to do that. Make sure to do something for someone else today. As little as a compliment, anything goes. Just do something nice. Brighten someone else's day. And, yeah, man, regardless, we got this. All right? Take care.